If you're looking for an e-bike that gives you that fat tire confidence, a smooth, comfortable ride, and the convenience of being able to fold it up when you're done, this one might surprise you. This is the Andskye Forge 26, and at first glance, it already gives off that big, rugged, ready for anything kind of vibe. You've got 26 by 4 inch fat tires, dual suspension, a 750 watt motor, built-in lights, and of course that foldable frame. So the big question is, does this actually feel like a practical everyday e-bike, or is it just another bulky fat tire bike that happens to fold? Let's check it out.
What's up guys, this is Daddy O from the O Family Channel. If you're new here, we're all about family fun, lifestyle, ventures, and checking out cool products that can actually fit into real everyday life.
Okay.
And today we're checking out the Andskye Forge 26 Foldable Electric Bike.
Okay.
Now right away, this thing looks like it means business. It's big, beefy, has that fat tire setup, and on top of that, it folds down for easier storage and transport.
Cool.
Which is something a lot of people are going to appreciate. Yeah. So in this video, we're going to unbox it, get it assembled, go over the specs and features, take it out for a ride, talk about the pros and cons, and by the end, I'll let you know if I think this bike is actually worth checking out. So if you enjoy videos like this, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future reviews and adventures. And with that said, let's get into it. Alright, as usual, let's get this open.
As you guys can see, everything came packaged up really nicely with plenty of styrofoam and zip ties to keep the bike protected during shipping. So let's go ahead and cut this open and see what we've got. Alright, here's the bike, and first impression, I'm definitely liking the way this thing looks already.
Nice.
The branding looks clean, the frame looks beefy, and even just straight out of the box, it already has that rugged fat tire e-bike look. Up front, here's the front tire, and you can see it's got that deep knobby tread that looks like it's ready to handle rougher terrain and different surfaces a lot better. You've also got the front fender right here, and inside the smaller box they included all the accessories and tools. So in here we've got the owner's manual, the headlight, the left and right pedals, an Allen wrench set, the wiring for the headlight, some gray and black touch-up paint, open end wrenches, some extra zip ties, side mirrors, a manual air pump, which I probably won't be using, but it's still nice that they included it, the charger, and also a pretty nice storage bag that you can mount onto the rear rack. So overall, looks like they included everything you need to get started. Now let's go ahead and get this bike put together. First thing I like to do is carefully flip the bike over so it's easier to work on the front end. I decided to start with the front fender. So first, I'm loosening the screws on the sides of the front fork, along with the one here in the middle, and then taking off this metal support bar. Now that that's off, I can go ahead and get the front fender into place, line everything up, and tighten the screws back down on both sides. Next, I'm installing the headlight, and that mounts right here up front. So I'm lining that up together with the fender bracket and tightening everything down. Now it's time to put on the front wheel. Go ahead and slide it into place carefully, and you want to make sure the rotor lines up properly with the brake caliper before tightening everything down. Once it's sitting where it needs to be, I'm tightening the washers and bolts on both sides to lock the wheel in place. And of course, always do a quick spin test just to make sure the wheel is spinning freely and nothing is rubbing. After that, go ahead and carefully flip the bike back over. Now I'm moving up to the stem, tightening that down and making sure everything is lined up straight with the front tire. Next, loosen the screws on the handlebar clamp, slide the handlebar into position, put the clamp back on, and then tighten everything down evenly. From there, you can adjust the handlebars to whatever feels best for your riding position. Now I'm adjusting the display so it sits at a better angle for visibility, and then tightening it down so it stays in place and doesn't move around while riding. Next up are the pedals. Just remember, the left pedal threads in counterclockwise and the right pedal goes in clockwise. Then all that's left is hooking up the headlight wire, and once that's connected, that's pretty much it. And just like that, the bike is all put together and ready to go.
All right, assembly is done, and take a look at this bike. First off, I'm really liking the looks of it. It has that big, aggressive, fat tire e-bike style, but still looks clean. This model comes in 3 colors, black, cyan, and this gray. And I've got to say, this gray looks really nice in person. Now, when it comes to specs, there's actually a lot packed into this bike. We got 26 by 4-inch puncture-resistant fat tires with big knobby tread for grip and stability.
Nice.
A 750 watt rear hub motor that picks at 1300 watts, 90 newton meters of torque, and top speed of 20 miles per hour or 28 if you unlock it. One thing I really like is that you get both torque and cadence sensor modes.
Nice.
Which is a big plus depending on how you like your ride to feel. For braking, we got hydraulic disc brakes with 180 millimeter rotors. Suspension is also nice. Dual crown front fork with lockout plus rear suspension, so this bike is built to help smooth things out. The 48 volt 20 amp hour removable battery is tucked nicely into the frame, giving it a cleaner look, and they claim about 50 to 70 miles of range. It also comes with the 48 volt 3 amp charger. You got an ergonomic soft seat cushion, and this bike weighs about 86.4 pounds without the battery and 96.3 pounds with it. So yeah, this thing has some weight to it. But on the flip side, it also has a big 500-pound max load capacity. The lowest seat height is about 34.3 inches, and the recommended rider height is 5'7" to 6'5". I'm 5'10", and it feels great for me, but if you are around 5'8" or shorter, it may feel a little tall. And then probably one of the biggest standout feature for a bike this size is the fact that it folds, which makes storage way easier, and is definitely a big plus. All right, before we take it out for a spin, let me show you a few buttons and functions here. Before we start, I had trouble turning on the bike. The reason why, found out that there's a key right here. You put that in, this metal part has to fully come out like this, so the battery is fully locked in to turn on the bike. When I pull this one out, so it's not turning on right now, I have to fully turn all the way out like this. So now it's sticking out. It's locked in now. There we go. Now I should be able to turn on the bike. On the left side, there are lots of buttons. As you can see right here, here's the power button, and here's a plus and minus button right here. And here is mode button, left and right turn signal, the horn button, and the light button right here. So let me go ahead and turn this on, hold that power button for a few seconds. It is turned on, and we do have a nice color LCD display. And on the top left corner, you see the battery power. Looks like it's fully charged, and it shows the output is 53 volts. And on the top right corner, we got the pedal assist, and right now it's at 5. That's the highest it'll go. By using plus and minus button, you guys can turn it down to 0 or all the way up to 5. Right now it's on class 2, which means it will go 20 miles per hour max using throttle and pedal assist. But in the advanced setting, that we can change that up to 28 miles per hour, class 3.
Okay.
I'll show you how to do that later. And in the middle, we got the speedometer. Looks like this is like the RPM. So I guess when you start using the throttle, that RPM should go up maybe. Let me show you guys.
Nice.
There it is. As you can see, it goes about 19.7, 20 miles per hour. We'll change that later. On the bottom, right now, it shows the single trip mileage. You could change a different setting by pressing the mode M button right here. That's the max speed. Average speed on this bike, but that will change the more you ride. Odometer, and it's 0 miles right now, it's a brand new bike, and that's pretty much it. Here's the turn signal, the left turn signal. It's great that it shows on the screen. I love it when it shows on the screen. That kind of reminds you your turn signal is on. If it doesn't show on the screen, sometimes you do forget you have the turn signal on. So it's great it shows on the screen right now. The front side, there's the turn signal. On the back side, that's great on both sides. To turn it off, you press it again. And there's a right turn signal. And there it is. And on the back side.
Cool.
And let me go ahead, turn on the headlight. Here's the headlight button right here. You'll hold that for a few seconds. There it is. The headlight is on and it is nice and bright.
The sun is shining on me.
And here's the tail light and here's the brake light.
Nice.
And we do have a horn button right here. Nice and loud. Well, I guess you don't have to hold the light button, you just press it. Now, to get to the advanced setting, you hold the N button for a few seconds. And here is the advanced setting. And this one, it shows the total mileage reset setting. You can reset the odometer. This one is the speed limit setting. It's right now maxed out at 20 and that's pretty much it. You can't change that. That's the wheel diameter setting. I'm not gonna mess with that. And this one is unit setting, system voltage. That's the cruise control that's on. The setup, startup password. You could put a password to start the bike. And this one, power on, password, enable settings. So right now I'll have it off. I'm not going to set the password at the moment. That's pretty much it. Now to get into more advanced setting from here, you want to change speed limit. You want to change the class 2 to class 3. All you do is hold the M and the minus button for a few seconds. Now we are in class 1. It's class 2. Okay, so I'm gonna set it to class 3. We'll go up to 28 miles per hour now. And this one, it's the 0 start. 0 is a throttle works immediately from standstill. 1 is bike must already be moving before throttle works. So bike should be moving before you are able to use the throttle. I'm gonna leave that to 0. I'm gonna change a few important things. And this one is startup intensity. By default, it's set at 0. It will go all the way up to 3. It will be 1 and 2 is a quicker response. Number 3 is the strongest, which is an immediate punch off the line. Fast acceleration. So I will leave it on 3, which I love going fast. And this one is the sensor, which 1 is torque sensor. It's set at torque sensor, which means the harder you pedal, more power you feel from the motor. And cadence sensor, which is 0, which you feel the power immediately right away. So I'm gonna leave that on 0. All right, that should do it. And on the right side, we do have the basic 7 Shimano manual gear. And this is a half throttle, not a full throttle. And since I changed the setting, let me show you. Let's see if it's gonna go faster. You know what I did notice is there's a thing called class R. So right there, that's class R. Now this one is unlocking full power, I think, because when I use a twist throttle here, now it's going up to 36, 37 miles per hour.
Whoa, hold it.
So we will test that out on the road. Now let's take this out for a spin. All right guys, let me see. Let's go ahead and turn the bike on. I do love the screen that I can see clearly. The direct sunlight. Right now it's in class R. Let me start with class 2. How fast it'll go from twist throttle and pedal assist. Right now we're on cadence sensor, class 2. Let's start with pedal assist 1, lightly paddling. I'm going about 9 miles per hour, 10. Let me move to pedal assist 2. 11.6, 12, pedal assist 3. There's a boost. Not a instant boost. Oh yeah, now there's a big difference from 3 to 4. Going 16 miles. So class 2, remember the pedal assist, the max speed is at 20. Oh yeah. It's going about 19, 20, and that's pretty much it. That was the max speed for class 2. Now for class 2, let me do a throttle. That should take us up to 20 miles per hour. 19 at the moment, 19.2. Brake is good. Now let me go to class 3. Class 3. Twist throttle doesn't work for this one. The pedal assist should take us up to 28 miles per hour. Let's see, yeah, it's kicking in. The ride is smooth. It's at 27. That big fat tire. It's very easy to control. Maneuver. Let's see here. Still class 3, pedal assist 5, 27. Yeah, it's taking us up to 27 with the full suspension. Some of these bumpy roads feels very smooth. Now it is a little chilly today, so I went to get a light jacket here. Still in class 3, pedal assist 5, 27. That's the max speed it'll go. It's got enough power. What I'm really curious about is the class R. Does it really go 37 miles per hour? I don't know. Let's go ahead and check it out. Here's class R. All right, so let's do it after this car. Twist throttle, here we go. Class R, using the twist throttle, pedal assist 5. I'm at 32, 33. I did not think I would go past 28 the way it was advertised. Still on class R, using the twist throttle. Speed is slowly going up. 33, 34. Got it up to 34. Now using the pedal assist. 31 using the pedal assist. Does have enough power, does have enough torque, but it's not in your face torque. It slowly kind of builds up. So obviously, full suspension. Let me test out these bumpy roads here. See how it does. The grass has grown a lot here, and see how it handles.
Riding the Andskye Forge 26 has actually been a lot of fun. It's got enough power to keep the ride exciting, but at the same time it still feels smooth and easy to control, which makes it a really enjoyable bike to just hop on and ride. And with the full suspension setup, this is the kind of bike where you can comfortably take it over rougher roads, uneven pavement, and different types of terrain without feeling like you're getting beat up the whole time. The fat tires and suspension really help soak things up, so the ride feels a lot more comfortable and confidence inspiring, especially when the road isn't perfect. So whether you're just cruising around for an everyday ride, exploring around town, or taking it out for a little more fun on rougher paths, this bike feels like it can handle a good mix of both. It's comfortable enough for casual everyday riding, but it also has enough power and suspension to make the ride feel fun and a little more thrilling when you want it to. And another thing I really like is that even though this is a bigger fat tire e-bike, it still gives you that added practicality of being foldable, which is a huge plus when it comes to storing it in tighter spaces. So overall, this feels like one of those bikes that gives you a nice balance of comfort, capability, and everyday usability all in one package.
Alright, so after spending some time with the Andskye Forge 26, let's go ahead and talk about the pros and cons. Starting with the pros, first off, this bike is just really comfortable. Between the 26x4-inch fat tires and the front and rear suspension and the nice big seat, it does a really good job smoothing things out and taking the edge off rougher roads and bumps. Another thing I really like is the fact that you get both torque sensor and cadence sensor mode. That is a huge plus in my opinion because it gives you options. If you want a more natural, responsive ride feel, you got that. If you want something a little more relaxed, easygoing, you got that too. Power-wise, this bike also feels really solid with the 750-watt rear hub motor, peaking at 1300 watts and 90 Newton meters of torque. It has plenty of power for cruising, getting up to speed, and just making the ride more fun. And I also like that you can unlock it up to 28 miles per hour, but actually I unlocked to 34-35 miles per hour. That's pretty cool. Another big plus is the 500-pound payload capacity, which is honestly pretty impressive and makes this bike feel even more practical and heavy duty. And then of course, one of the biggest standout features on this bike is the fact that it folds. For a fat tire e-bike this size, that is a really nice feature to have. It just adds an extra bit of convenience when it comes to storage. Now as for the cons, first off, this bike is definitely big and heavy, so even though it folds, this is still not the kind of bike you're just casually lifting, moving around all the time. Second, because of the size and height, I do think this bike could feel a little tall for some riders. I'm 5'10" and it feels good for me, but if you are on the shorter side, just keep that in mind. And third, while the folding feature is definitely a plus, it's more about making storage easier than turning this into something super compact little bike. It still has pretty big presence, but overall I think the pros definitely outweighs the cons here. For a bike this size, I really like that it gives you that fat tire comfort and confidence, and also adds that extra bit of practicality with the folding frame. So overall, if you're looking for a bike that feels comfortable, powerful, and versatile, and you like the idea of having that fat tire ride with the added bonus of being able to fold it up for easier storage, then I think the Andskye Forge 26 is definitely worth checking out. If you want to check it out for yourself, I'll put more information down below in the description. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on the future reviews and adventures. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.